Yeah. Oh, wait. Do you see me? Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
We are good to go. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing freaking amazing, my man. I'm going with the flow.
So, thanks for hanging with us. You're out in the stadium tour. Where are you coming to us from?
Where am I talking to you now from?
Yeah.
I'm right now currently in Virginia, Northeast America. We're playing tomorrow in Washington, D.C. So yeah, we're just staying a little bit outside of Washington, and that's
Nice. And how's it going so far out with Crüe, Def Leppard, Poison, Joan Jett?
Oh, it kind of sucks. No, I'm just kidding. It's freaking awesome, man. We're just freaking having the time of our lives. I mean, it's one thing, the opportunity is amazing, but all the bands are so lovely, and the fans are so lovely. We get to play to a lot of people, more than we ever have, and the crew is amazing, and it's just an amazing learning experience.
Great. And you're only in Australia, 3 days away or 2 days away from the drop. How are the band feeling about the impending album release?
We're so freaking we can't believe it. They say you only get one first album, and it's true. And so we've been waiting for years, quite honestly, to release this material. And now that we're so close, I don't know if I want to release it. I kind of want to no, it's my first album. It's I don't want to let the bird leave the nest, but we can't believe we're playing a stadium tour, but we really, really are mind blown that we're finally releasing our full length album.
Well, it's a big fucking bird, dude. It's pretty huge for an album.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a big bird.
So I've got to ask, I'd like you to give everyone tuning in a brief sort of Classless Act history, because some people may not have been following the story for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So tell us all about everyone in the band and the history.
Sure thing. So we're a social media formed band. I know it sounds like a weird test tube baby, but it's really not. We're all fans of each other. We love each other. They found me through Facebook, and then we found Franco, the bass player, reached out to the band through Instagram, and so did Dane, the rhythm guitar player, and then we found Griffin, lead, through TikTok. The only guy that wasn't found through social media was Chuck, the drummer. We went to a punk show, and we saw him perform, and we're like, that's the guy, which I think is the right way to find a drummer.
Yeah.
But no, really, I mean, Franco's from Argentina, from Buenos Aires, and he was on tour here with another band at the time, and he left everything behind to join the band. Same with Griffin. He's from Dallas, and he was multiple projects, making a good living, and he left everything behind just to be in this band, just because he wanted to. He liked us, and we loved him, and we just wanted to make music together. So it was just this crazy, let's drop everything. I was doing stuff. I was touring in different bands, and everybody had their bands. Chuck was in a band. Everyone just dropped everything just to be in a band where we were fans of each other. We were big fans. So I don't know if that answers anything, but that all kind of happened about 3 years ago. And, we went through different members too. And when Griffin joined, it was okay, this is it. This is the Megazord, super awesome combination. And that was it.
Excellent. And then you come into the Better Noise family with Alan and everyone in the team. So what do they bring to you as a young band, and what sort of lessons are you learning being a part of that sort of umbrella?
Oh man, there's too many. I mean, Better Noise is perfect for us because they believed in us from the very beginning, and they knew we needed work too. We weren't just the hottest band ever. No, we needed to write good music. And what they did was they brought forth so much, not just advice, but so much guidance, the right kind of guidance. Nothing where they're oh, you got to write this kind of song. They were saying, okay, yeah, but try to write with this person maybe, or write. They never told us we had to what lyrics to write, but they would say maybe, okay, yeah, cool, that sounds great. We would send them demos and be great, can you get to the chorus a little faster? Labels do that, maybe, abbreviate the song if you can. They let us be artistic and artists, but at the same time they're also helping us like hone in our sound, because if we're all coming from different backgrounds, we have a song that sounds like Queen and a song that sounds like Tom Waits, and then a song that sounds like Devo, and a song that sounds like Justin Timberlake. They were able to make us come in and be like, okay, like kind of hone it in, all in the rock and roll vein, but they really helped us hone it in. And then just, the support and the belief and, really giving us some attention and love. Like a label doesn't have time to do that for a new band. They have to make sure they're up and running, but just the love and the guidance has been amazing.
So the one thing people are going to get when they hear the album on Friday, and from the songs I've heard already, is all of those influences. There are the Queen, there are the straight up, to me, there's some AC/DC rock vibes, there's some pop. What are your influences, A, as a writer, B, as a singer?
Okay. Oh, okay. I love that question. See, you worded that really well. I'm like, so as a writer, I love Bowie and I love Tom Waits a little bit. And like, I love a little bit of like, of course we all love the Beatles and stuff, try to get there. Those kind of guys. As a singer, it's like Robert Plant, Axl Rose, maybe a little bit of like Donna Summer for longevity and stuff. Some maybe Fiona Apple a little bit. Both as a singer and a writer. And freaking those peoples.
Okay, do you ever feel like you were born in the wrong time then? Because you are a young guy with like an old musical soul.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Absolutely. All my friends are like older than me and stuff. And I've always been attracted and drawn to people with just that lived a fuller life, a longer life. And I mean, definitely. In middle school, I was like a loner. And in high school, I was like, oh man, like, I don't know. I can't really relate to anyone until I found these old souls, and we're all being old souls together.
Perfect. Now, you've got Vince and you've got Justin Hawkins on the album. Now, Vince sort of comes as a bit of an obvious choice, being under the Bed Noise umbrella himself. What about Justin? How did he come to it?
So our management contacted him. They worked together at some point a while ago, just for a couple of years. And it was really out on a whim. We were writing a song and we couldn't finish it. We must have written 10 versions of it. And you could literally see the demos, like version 8, version 9, version 10. And like it, and this song, by the way, is called Time to Bleed. It's on the album. We just couldn't write it. We had all these different choruses and stuff. But then our management is like, well, we kind of know Justin. He's really busy. He's in Switzerland. He might say no, but let's hit him up. And he was just like, he heard the demo. He's like, sure, I'll write with these lads. And he just freaking wrote it. He wrote like, he coined the term Time to Bleed, and he helped really bring it home. And we're like, after that, we became best friends. Not really. We're not best friends. We're good friends over WhatsApp, and he's just a fun guy. And that's when we're like, hey, can you like record a solo on This Is For You, another song? It was already written. And we just wanted his awesome guitar on the record. He's like, sure, of course. And, just friendship stuff.
All right, now I'm going to ask about a few of the tracks. So Haunting Love, to me, it's funny, with a title like that, you wouldn't expect it to be that sort of summertime driving song. It is. It's got a real cool window down crank vibe. Written about anyone in particular?
That was written by our bass player, Franco, who's a brilliant guitar player and a piano player. And I'm sure I never really asked him who it's about. But, I think it's a conglomerate of all the loves of his life and the past loves, whether it be romantic or friendship or family. It's just something like, I think it's just something, because, again, he's a guy who left everything behind and moved to a whole new continent. And I think he's trying to say, like, no matter where he goes, love is something that haunts him. And he's just a genius. I don't know. You'd have to ask Franco.
Well, when you guys get down here, I'll make sure I do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We will be down there soon. We'll be there soon.
I'm sure you will. Okay, so now my other big one is Thoughts from a Dying Man. Honestly, it could be on Night at the Opera by Queen. It's really Queenish. Was that a conscious effort to write like a huge album closer like that?
Again, another one written fully, 100%ly by Franco.
Perfect.
He loves Queen. He knows Queen like the back of his hand. And I was just the interpreter, you know. He threw that at me, and he was in the studio when I was doing the vocals, and I was like, am I doing it right? Am I doing okay? And he's like, yeah, you know, he even guided me on that. Again, like that's another thing. I think that's more about more loves of his life and leaving things behind. And yeah, I think he did have a little bit, he wanted it to be kind of Queen-ish. And it's almost like a minor Bohemian Rhapsody in a way.
It
To
really
me,
is.
I don't know.
No, it is. And I think the album closer is a lost art where, you know, you have that big epic closer like the 70s album. So it's great to have the album finish that way as a listener.
Cool. I didn't even think of that, but that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. Kid of the 70s. Can't take it out of me.
Nice. Heck yeah.
And so what are you guys getting as reactions so far from the people hearing the album in full? What are they feeding back?
So we sent it to like different magazines, different journalists. I'm so happy you got to hear it as well. So far, people are saying like they really love it. I'm hearing like 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10 kind of thing. Yeah, like we're getting a good response. People are saying, I haven't heard anything negative, but or maybe management is hiding the negative stuff. But they're saying it's just like, it's one thing I like. My favorite critique on it that's positive is it's very different from the singles we release. We release these kind of rock and roll singles, but then it dives into maybe more left of center things, or maybe a little more pop or something else, more ethereal. And that's exactly what we want to represent. We want to be like, we're rock and roll, but we can do a little bit of sleight of hand, you know?
Yeah, well, you've also got that Most Wonderful Time of Year. So is that going to appear as like a bonus track for a second edition on the album?
Maybe in like 20 years. I don't think it's going to be on the album. I like that song. I don't know. That was like another rockin' AC/DC type thing.
Yeah.
It's not on the album as of now. I didn't see it on the album
not.
or yeah, so that's just for fun. We did it like last minute in the studio, like right before Christmas. We're like, let's do this, and we did it, you know.
Yeah, and I think it was a really fun way to present the band to people that might not have heard it at that time of year, like, because it does actually fit in with the album pretty well if you were to put it on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
great.
It does. So beyond the stadium tour, what's next?
Well, a lot more touring. That's why I say, like, hey, Australia, keep your eye out. It might even be not even 2023 before we see you guys out there. And yeah, we're just we're gonna tour. Like, we're so happy, we're so grateful that things are opening up again, and businesses are trying to be businesses again, and people are, you know, not, you know, trying to get healthier again and coming out. And we did already a whole full-length tour, and what we realized is we're the first of 3 bands. People came out early. They wanted to see new bands. They want to see what it's about. So we're just so grateful for that. And so we figured we're not going to even be home. We're just going to go out everywhere. Europe, Australia, South America, and the States over and over again. You know, we're just like, we're running on fumes, but they're like really dank fumes.
Yeah, good. Now, you've been in each other's lives for a few years now, so who actually has the worst classless habit?
Man, let's think. It's funny, like, we're all like, if you were a fly on the wall in a room with us, you would see that we're all very classless in a very different way, and just in our own weird way, just disrespectful. But I don't know, that's like, it depends on how you look at it. Like, I would say, I don't even know. Like, to me, like, the least classless would be Griffin, because he's a lead guitar player. To me, in my eyes, he's a royal human being, in a sense where he's got this royal he's just very polite, and he's very, you know, he's got this poise to him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think he's got a beast in him that's like trying to claw out. And like, I see it when we play live. I'm like, whoa, like, I don't want to see him be like, you know. So I feel like, and he's the youngest, he's 20, you know, and you know, other members are 22 and 24, 26. I'm 28. It's just like I think as time goes on, he might take the crown. What, he's gonna kill me for saying this, but maybe Franco's kind of got this rock and roll kick you in the head vibe.
Yep.
But when you hear him play piano, you think he's Stravinsky, you know. But when he's off, he's like Doc Holliday. He's like he's a cowboy from Argentina who loves to have a good time. I'll just say that much.
Perfect. Now we're going to let you go. It's good that you've got a bit of time to talk to us today, so thanks for that. What do you want to leave all of your new friends in Australia with?
Oh man, well, we just can't wait to meet you. First of all, if you can follow us on Spotify, please, 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 please. It helps, like, not only our music get in your ears, but it helps also like algorithms show more new music, and
Yep.
it touches on bands that have like not that many listens that are good bands. They'll start being thrown in there. I think it's just a good thing for rock and roll. So if you follow us on Spotify, it'll help. And it is a selfish request though. Please listen to my music.
It's great.
But no, we love you guys. We just can't. We know the Aussies. You guys love rock and roll, and that's why we already feel a kinship with you. So thank you for being awesome people. Awesome people.
Well done. Nice pun. Almost slightly classless pun.
Well done. Nice pun. Nice rhyme to you, sir.
All right, Derek, we will see you when you get to Australia. I'm sure that we'll know sooner rather than later those dates. And good luck with the rest of the tour, and good luck on Friday for album release day.
Thank you. Woo! See ya.
See you, dude. Have a good day. Bye.
You too.